Check, check. Hello, am I coming through? Hello, everybody. Welcome to DDI Talks, a conversation about uplifting creators. I am Andrew, and I will be your host for today. Now, you all know me. I was the host for last month as well. I am a content creator of DDI, so I'm part of DDI na organization, and I've heard, as a creator, no, and you're trying to encourage other people to start creating. So, I've heard a lot of people saying na they want to start their own vlog or they want to start their own blog, pero the only thing is they have to meet certain criterias. They have to have this camera. They have to have this mic. They have to have this ring light that you can just easily buy online, 'di ba? Is that you? Like do you guys feel the same thing? Well, we are here today to talk about just that. What are the things that you need in order to start your own vlog or blog? Now, if you have questions, you can place them in the comments, and our mods will take note of those questions, and then we will answer those later on the show. So, with that, our first guest for tonight is one of my closest friends here sa DDI. Let's all watch this. Her blog has been active since 2016, where she talks about art, how-tos, and her general interests. The woman behind Daily Gaelley, please welcome Gail Ansaldo. Oh my god, welcome to the show, Gail. Hello.
Hi, everyone. Good evening.
I love that you are here. So thank you so much for saying yes. We have known each other for
A couple of years
a,
now.
a couple of years na. Oh, and then uh we have been through so many events together. We have content created together for so long na. Now, you run the blog Daily Gaelley.
That's right.
Can you tell us a bit more about your blog? Like what's it about? Ano yung mga topics na kina-cover ninyo? So just tell us about a bit about that.
Okay. So Daily Gaily started in I think 2017.
Mhm.
I've been blogging for I started writing when I was elementary, and then the
Elementary.
Tumblr era started.
Ah,
Yeah. So
Tumblr era.
my
Okay, okay.
I was one of those Tumblr girls. Shut up. So after Tumblr, I decided to start writing because I've always liked covering events and stuff like
Mm-mm.
that. So I started in 2017, and I cover basically everything under the sun, lifestyle. But mostly it has veered towards food because that's what
Mood.
I
Mood. I feel you. Basta
yeah.
food, no.
Yes.
Um and
It's
then and
very
then.
yeah, it's mostly food now. My blog has a lot of recipes, how-tos, my tutorials, then
Mm-mm.
very unverified how-tos on how to do things, like how to DIY your room, as you can see.
Oo.
And yeah, that's basically of course there are events that we cover around the city. But in the pandemic parang nag-slow down, but we're slowly picking up the pace again.
Mm-mm. True, true. So yeah, that's actually why we started the show, no, because things are picking up, and we're trying to get people interested in content creation again, diba? So I love it. And actually, you and I share very similar ano topics.
Stories. Mm-hmm.
Oo, when it comes to like kung ano yung kina-cover natin, what are the things we cover in our own platforms. Syempre mine is mostly on the vlog side, sa'yo on the blogging side.
Yes.
Now we actually have somebody else on the show today. Do you know who this is, Gail? Pretend you don't know. Pretend lang. Pretend lang.
Okay. No. Oh, who is it?
Well, let's watch this. A mother and a vlogger, she loves to share her interests about makeup, travel, and living life as a mother. Please welcome Doris Gallego. Hi, Doris! Oh my God! Hi! So, before we continue, guys, if you have any questions, if you've thought of any questions, you know our topic for today. So, if you have any, just place them in the comments. We will put that up in queue for you guys for later. Okay. So, Doris, welcome to the show.
Hi,
Hi.
Drew. Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Hi, Doris.
So, you now you are very active on your vlog, 'di ba? You
Mhm.
vlog, right? Baka nagkamali ako.
Yes,
Yeah, you vlog. Tapos on your recent vlog, you actually did a mirror DIY vlog.
that's right.
So, kamusta na yung mirror? Wala bang hindi ba siya nahulog? Kasi for those of you who don't know, you should really go check it out. She did like a quick how to set up a parang wall full of mirrors. And
Yes,
then
that's right.
you use glue, 'di ba? Like what kind of glue?
That's actually a sealant,
Oo,
Pro
sealant.
Pioneer sealant,
Oo.
which can be used for mirrors. Yeah, meron siya sa description. It can be used for mirrors. So you can use that to stick on some materials, just like the mirror that we put on the wall.
Oh, it's very like ganan kay ko. Sorry, I'm trying to make Bisaya a thing.
Yeah, it's
I'm trying to
okay.
put Bisaya into the conversation. Ganan kay ko because it because people might think na oh there's not a lot to do in the house when you can do
Mhm.
DIYs, 'di ba? You can home improve.
Very
You
true.
can 'di ba? So how are the mirrors? Have they fallen or are they still sturdy?
Yeah, I want to show you. They're actually beside me, and so far so good. They are very well.
Mm.
They are doing very well there, and yeah, I actually uploaded the video, or me and my husband filmed this video, and then I uploaded that one on my TikTok first, and it's my first, not really my first, but I'm new to TikTok. And then when you upload videos on TikTok, it really reaches wide audience, and it really gets a lot of views easily. And then I also uploaded that one on my Facebook, which
Mm.
also reached great numbers of views. And just recently uploaded that one on my YouTube account. And yeah, we just moved into our house. Maybe we just if I'm not mistaken, yeah, 1 year, almost 2 years. So we still have a lot of things that we add to our house. So as much as possible, I wanted to film and share it to others, like DIY videos. And
Mm.
I'm going to share more of DIY videos in my channel soon. Kasi we're still adding up things here,
Mm.
and I wanted to share that one, most especially for those who are just starting with their family, just like me. So there's only three of us here, and yeah, marami akong gustong i-share, which I can upload that on my social media accounts.
Oo,
So I hope you
para
will.
naman ma-inspire din yung iba mag improve ng bahay nila. Now,
Yes.
Gail, you actually
Yeah.
do DIYs too, and you mentioned it earlier,
Yeah, I
right?
do.
So, last year you did a whole room makeover
Yes.
and you blogged it. How is that now?
As you can see, it's ano naman, sturdy pa naman. Hindi pa naman
Uh-uh.
masyado dusty. I actually put up these paintings that I made, and then I just bought like mga stuff on Shopee, like this board here, to
Mm-mm.
remind me to vlog. I don't know if you guys can see that clearly, but yeah. to remind me to post about stuff. It's very on trend, di ba, Doris? Maka-home
Yes.
buddies. Masyado.
Yes. You're also a tambay of homebodies.
Yes.
Is that a
Kapit-bahay.
Facebook group? Is that the
Yeah, that's
Facebook group?
Yes,
Oh,
it's a
okay.
Facebook
Invite nyo naman
group.
ako para I can also look and see kasi I'm also into that. Now, Doors, when I first invited you to the show, you actually said that you have
Mhm.
a lot to share. Now, how long have you
Yeah.
been vlogging ba?
Well, I started vlogging Drew. I think that was way back 2016. Yeah, 2016. That was the
Uh-uh.
very first time I started filming videos. It was Shana who encouraged me the most to start vlogging. You know, Shana, she's also a
Mm-mm-mm.
member of the DDI before. So she's a very active YouTuber before, and she even had some events in Manila to join. And I'm already a fan of her because she really had that. She really has that. I mean, really nice appeal in, like, in the YouTube world, and
Very,
she
very
even,
confident, very
yes,
well
and she
spoken,
even,
very
yeah, and she
pretty.
even very pretty, and she even won awards when she
Mm-mm.
joined some events, even in other countries. So when she came back, we were actually co-workers, Drew.
Oh.
I'm an online
Uh-uh.
English teacher, so she's my co-worker before, and she invited me one time to go to an event, and she said like, "Oh, you can start. Why don't you start? Why don't you try to blog?" And she invited me one time to go to some sort of event. It's like a taste test event, and I met some of the Davaoeño beauty bloggers. That includes Carla Misa, Jo Lim,
Mm-mm.
and I'm not yet filming at that time, so I was like shy. And then they were like encouraging me, like, "Oh, she's gonna start filming." And then the next time, they invited me again, and it was an event with a beauty product, a clinic, and I tried to film. And I'm gonna show you the equipment that I
Oh,
use.
what did you use ba? What did you use?
This is actually my old digital camera. It's like Nikon.
That's
This
so
is the digital
old.
camera. Yes.
That looks so
And
prehistoric.
unfortunately,
Remember when
yeah,
digital cameras used
unfortunately,
to look like that?
yes.
Prehistoric.
And unfortunately, it's not working anymore. But I really have good memories with this camera because the old photos that the old videos that I uploaded on my channel was taken from this camera, and
Mm-mm.
this, yeah, digital camera. So yeah, and then when I uploaded that on my YouTube, I get some views, and it really inspired me. Like, oh, I think this is interesting. Why don't I try to, like, continue doing that?
Mm-mm.
And it was hard, Drew, at first because I don't have the equipments with me. But if you have the interest, like you really want to do it, you can actually you will become resourceful. So what I did is I tried to do I tried to make videos. I filmed a lot of beauty videos
Using
because I'm
using
inspired.
your first camera.
Yes.
Uh-uh.
And I don't have the equipment with me. So what I did is I piled up a lot of books, and then I sit down in my bed and then try to do like that, try to figure out what's the best angle because it doesn't have a
Uh-uh.
flip the money screen. It doesn't have the flip screen. So I did a lot of trial and error.
Mm-mm.
And yeah, but
Eventually
I
you got to where you are now. Now
yes,
now
yes.
Gail, you actually do you use a camera ba?
Yeah, I use a camera to take photos of the things that I cover also. So
What do you use? What did you use before?
I actually started with an iPhone, a regular
iPhone lang.
trusty iPhone 6.
6?
Yeah, that's what I started.
Same.
Yeah.
When I first started vlogging, I would use iPhone lang.
It's pretty
Tapos
trusty kasi, and I even made a blog post about it because I really think na you don't need fancy equipment naman to start
Yeah, that's
your
right.
passion,
Yeah.
diba? So just as long as you have the passion and you have the drive to go for it, you can definitely do it. So ayun, iPhone photography, something iPhone photography.
iPhotography.
iPhonography. Yeah.
IPhonography. Yeah, I think that's
Iconography,
the term.
yes.
It's funny
Yeah.
that you guys say that kasi actually according to Filmora, they asked like a bunch of people what is stopping them from starting their own vlog or blog, and one of the biggest hindrances for these aspiring creators is their
Yeah.
production value.
Mhm.
Na how do you feel about that? Yung yung hindi enough yung quality ng mga photos nila. It's not enough that their photos are nice looking. It's not enough that they don't have the right lighting. It's not enough that they don't have very good mic. So how do you feel about that?
I honestly think that it really has a lot to do with consistency lang. If you have the passion and the drive to do the work, then it will all fall into place eventually. You don't need fancy equipment to at least start lang your passion.
I
True.
agree.
You have anything to add, Doris?
Yeah, because with my case, Drew, when I started, of course, I mentioned the Nikon. And um, when I started filming using my Nikon, suddenly it did not work anymore. So nasira yung camera. And then I I also have an iPad mini. So I tried exploring my iPad, but the only thing is it's just 16 gigabyte,
Mm-mm.
and it does give me better quality of videos, but it only has 16 gigabytes. So what I have to do is I have to delete all the older files just
Mm-mm.
to make sure, or just for me to have longer videos, or just for me to film longer videos. And yeah, I use my iPad mini, and then with my equipment before. Well, my working space is also my filming area. So I try to DIY just like what Gail did. And I try to DIY a lot. So I used a white cartolina for my background. And
Mm-mm.
I also covered it with a white cloth with many glitters, and also use illuminating lights, or what we call Christmas lights. So it gave me a very nice background. So after that, I just tried to explore, and yeah, it gave me a very good quality of video after. And yeah, it drives me more to film, and
Create.
yeah, to
Uh-uh.
create.
Uh-uh.
And I get inspired also, because when you upload consistently on YouTube, especially Drew, you also get to make YouTuber friends from
Uh-uh.
different places. Like
Hi.
you get I yeah, I get YouTube sisters.
Hi.
Yeah, we
Hi.
call ourselves,
YouTube
yes, we
sisters.
call
Hi.
ourselves
Hi. And
yes.
joke lang, joke lang.
Yeah, I mean,
Mm-mm.
we add each other on Facebook, and then we call ourselves a sister, or like sis, hi sis, yung
Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
ganyan. And yeah, you make circles, and you also make or film videos, tag videos, and then you tag them, and
Uh-uh.
yeah, they also create, and then
So it's all
you
about
tag them.
collaboration, ganyan ganyan. It's all about
Yes,
being
it's like
resourceful
that.
with whatever you have. Now, okay, let's go back to Gail. In terms of where you blog, 'di ba? What do you use ba? WordPress.com?
Yes. I use WordPress lang.
Na,
Of course, there's
yeah, there's
many
a lot,
plans
'di
in.
ba? Like WordPress.org. It's very confusing. Wix,
Yeah, there's
um, Tumblr. You, ba, you started a Tumblr.
Mhm.
So, why did you decide with ano? Why did you decide with
WordPress.
WordPress.com?
Um, I honestly decided to start with to move to WordPress because it felt a little more grown up than Tumblr. But honestly, it's all the same. You can use, because with WordPress, you can actually buy your own domain. So that's actually one of my plans in the future, to move my website to a separate domain, so I can have my own domain without the WordPress.com extension at
Mm-mm,
the end.
mm-mm.
But I think WordPress is easier in terms of how you it's easier for beginners when you add photos,
Yes,
but when you
yes.
the tools are very user friendly and
Very,
you
very
yeah.
true. Kasi I've
Mm.
I've also used that. Kasi of course, like you're technically this is kind of like our business, right? So
Mm.
you have to make your own website, diba? Like they told us, "Oh, make your own website." So I used wordpress.com, and then between you and me and I guess everybody watching na I bought my own domain just recently, and it's so
Oh,
hard to build a website. Like pero thankfully, I have background knowledge from when I was using
mm-hmm.
wordpress.com. So like I understand like what I need to look for, ganyan ganyan and stuff
Yeah.
that you need to know. So oh, sabi ni Glenn here, he's in chat right now. He said upgrade na yan to your own domain.
Okay.
Do it na.
Yes.
Do it na.
Pressure, pressure. Okay.
So Doors, you
Yes,
use
yes, true.
YouTube for vlogging. Now
Yes.
there technically there's like technically only three, tama ba? Three, four platforms where you can vlog. Tapos two of those are in the form
Yes.
of like Reels or TikTok, 'di ba? Pero the
Yes.
main ones are Facebook and YouTube. And you went with
Yeah.
YouTube. How has YouTube helped you enhance your content creations? How does it help enhance your output?
hmm Yeah, well, because I started with YouTube even before Drew, so I am more comfortable using it. And though I started exploring naman, and I started uploading also on TikTok as well as on Facebook and Instagram. If you visit my Instagram and also TikTok, I started uploading videos as well. But I'm more consistent uploading in YouTube. So as I mentioned to you before, Drew, that um, way back 2016, I started uploading, filming, and uploading videos on YouTube, and then I made friends with people from different places, and
Mm-mm.
I also had the chance to collaborate with to collaborate with small business, because when you upload consistently, they will send you email, and
Mm-mm.
then they will ask you if it's okay to you that they will send you package, and then to make reviews out of it.
Mm-mm.
And it's really a great opportunity because it gives you chance to do something different.
Mm-mm.
It's something new because
Expand your
I don't
content.
do that before.
Uh-uh.
Yes, I don't do that before. So there was one time they sent me specs, like the eyeglasses. They want me to create a review, and it was really something na parang naengganyo ako
Mm-mm.
na gumawa ng content
You were
more
encouraged
kasi
to make content. You were
yes.
inspired. Uh-uh.
Yes, and then they like not only one, two, or three, but more small businesses, big or small business, send you emails that they want you to make reviews of their product. So it's like it really gives me more confidence. Like, oh, I think they like my videos because,
Mm-mm.
of course, before they send you emails, they will watch your content.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so yeah, it inspired me more to create, but it's um just that 2018 when I got pregnant and then I gave birth to my son. So that was the time that I left YouTube for a while because I focused on my
Being a
motherhood.
mother. Uh-uh.
Yes, but now since Bran is almost 3 years old, I'm trying to go back in track. Like I started uploading again. If you notice,
Uh-uh.
I'm like
Mm-mm.
active
Yes,
again.
yes. I see it. I see it. So,
Yes.
yeah, so reach you've definitely YouTube kasi a lot of companies like use YouTube, 'di ba? Like
Yes.
They look at YouTube for those creators, and that's how you got in touch with them, through your email and stuff like that. For me naman, they enhanced my content with especially the YouTube audio library, and a lot of the music that we
Mhm.
actually use on in DDI Talks came from the YouTube audio library. So if you guys didn't know that, there you have it. No more looking, no more searching through YouTube for copyright free music that will get flagged kasi copyright pala siya. YouTube has their own tool na you can access so that you won't get flagged for copyright. And that's
Yes.
what I really love about YouTube, is that they really want you creators to succeed. Now, si Facebook rin, meron man din siya, pero it's only exclusive to Facebook.
Mm.
Kasi I've also make vlogs, 'di ba, sa Facebook and also sa YouTube. I'm
Yes.
now more on YouTube. But yeah, on Facebook they also have their own audio library, pero it's very exclusive to Facebook lang. You can only use it in Facebook. So, this is for the both of you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think aspiring creators should prioritize when starting their journey in content creation? Ano yung kailangan nila i i-procure? What do they need to learn? What do they need to what do they need to do first?
I'll start,
Yeah,
Drew.
sure,
Yeah,
go.
sure.
Okay. Yeah, well, actually, if you already have the smartphone, you can start right away. If you have the passion, as Gail mentioned, if you have the passion, if you have the drive, yeah, you can actually start right away. And what's more important is the content. As long as you have the informative or entertaining content, I think you will reach wide viewers, like you will reach wide audience, though you are just using your smartphone, and
Mm-mm.
later on you can acquire equipments that you can use. So I'll just share a little bit of my story. So this is actually what I am now using, Drew. This is my Canon G7X, and it was not an easy experience to get this one. I really got inspired to get this because, I mentioned I made YouTuber friends, and 2017, this was the most hype, or this is the most popular camera at the time. And most of my YouTuber friends were already upgrading their equipments. And then they kept on introducing this camera.
Mm-mm.
But then it's a bit pricey. This camera is quite pricey. So parang I'm not really motivated at that time because I don't have the money. So I'm just using my smartphone also. Yung na-mention ko earlier, I have my iPad, nasira din yung iPad ko. So I changed into smartphone. Bumili ako ng smartphone. This is the smartphone that I also used for vlogging. I looked for a smartphone that gives a good quality video as well as a good uh, photo quality. So ito yung nagamit ko. This is the Sony Xperia.
Mm-mm.
And then, yeah, as I mentioned, na upgrade na yung mga friends ko, and then very good quality yung camera. So I was really inspired to get this one. I mentioned to my husband, I mean, he was my boyfriend that time. Now my husband, si
Yee.
Jazz, yes, that I really wanted to get this camera.
Mm-mm.
And it was almost December, and then he told me suddenly na, sige, we will get that camera if it's okay to you, hati tayo. So I was like, sobrang saya. I'm so happy at that time. And it's so funny, Drew, when I got this camera, kasi we asked my brother-in-law to get this camera if we can use, or if I can use the credit card, and he was okay. And unfortunately, when we went to the camera house, to the shop, the time na, I mean, when we were already in the shop, the staff prepared the camera, they opened the box and all, prepare. And then when it's about to swipe na, my my brother-in-law presented a different card, a
Oo.
different credit card. And then the staff told us like, sorry ma'am, we don't accept that card.
Oh no.
Yeah, and then I was like, medyo nahiya ako sa staff, and I was like heartbroken
So
kasi
how did it resolve itself?
I told at first when we were already in that store, hindi ko talaga siya nakuha, Drew. Hindi ko siya nabili. So I was so heartbroken at that time. So the next day, I told my sister-in-law about it, and then she was like my wife, my brother's wife, and then I told her about it, and then she is very supportive with my vlogging, and she said like, okay, let's go back there, and then let's swipe using my credit card. And then yeah, Drew, I'm so happy because I really got this camera. So
Yeah.
most of most of the bloggers really use this cam.
Oo.
So this is the Canon G7X Mark II. There's already Mark III, but I think most of the like vloggers use the Mark II, either Mark II or Mark III.
Yeah,
So this
so
one,
for
until
me,
now,
my experience with G7X Mark II is right now it is very very affordable na yung camera model uh
mm-hmm.
and yung during kung if you travel back in time, the camera that is in that same level as G7X Mark II is actually now Sony ZV-1.
I think
Yeah,
Drew.
kasi they have like mic jack and stuff like that. Uh-uh.
Yes, but so far this camera is okay. It's working well naman
Uh-uh.
for me, and yeah, I don't really need. Though I still use ring light, but the brightness of the camera can be adjusted naman
Uh-uh.
to like brighter
It's
background.
it will still technically your camera will last for a very long time kasi that is an investment on your vlog. Ikaw ba Gail, yun nga, what do you think aspiring creators should prioritize when starting content creation?
In terms of blogging, I think the only thing that they would need is the drive lang talaga and
Mm-mm.
their commitment to blogging. You can start blogging with any camera, I guess, at this
Mhm.
point, and you should know what your niche is. So
Mm-mm.
you can consistently put content out there. And of course, you have to do a little research on what works best for your knowledge as a content creator. If you're interested in just blogging, then you can stick to WordPress. But if you're interested in putting out more content, you can actually look at other websites like Tumblr, because on Tumblr, I think you can upload videos,
Mm-mm.
if I'm not
And
mistaken.
actually Facebook pages are sort of like
Yeah,
a blog
in
page in
themselves.
itself.
Yes,
Oo.
that's correct.
Yes.
For me naman,
Agree with.
content creators should like start as soon as possible so that they can practice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kasi it's important na you get the ins and outs of content creation. You know, uh, you know how to create good quality content. You know how to find your voice. You know what to do and what not to do. So
Yes.
the earlier you start, the more practice that you have, and that allows you to
Mm-hmm.
become a better content creator. And then siguro down the line, if you're very serious about your craft, you can decide to upgrade. So, like si
Yes.
Doors,
Yes.
like si Gail, like me. We all started out with we all started out with our phones. We all started out with iPads. We all started out no tripod. We just placed books on top of each other and then pray to the Lord na hindi mahulog yung cellphones. Tapos 'di ba? Like
Yes.
you really just have to start so that you can get the hang of it and you know how to do it.
Yes.
Now, speaking of the things, I'm talking to you guys. watching right now. Speaking of the things that you need to know, it is actually summer right now. If you didn't know, if you're like me who has been consistently in the home, I only feel the heat. I actually don't know it was summer until I checked in with my friends. They were like, "Hey, summer na. Do you wanna Do you wanna like uh go out and like have a picnic?" Sabi ko, "Wait, summer na pala." So, yun. We have Sophia here to share with you your summer essentials. So, let's watch this.
Thanks, Andy. So a while ago, you guys were talking about the different essentials that one needs to pursue content creating. So these are the tools and the platforms that you guys should consider on having if ever you plan to pursue on being a content creator. So talking about essentials, I too will share to you guys my summer essentials. Summer has finally started and we are all excited to go to our beach trips, summer road trips, or summer picnics, which is why I am sharing to you my important essentials, and I hope that you guys can get some ideas for your very own summer essential. So my first summer essential would be this water tumbler. Mainit yung panahon, madali kang mauhaw, and of course, you have to keep a water bottle by your side para kapag nararamdaman mo na yung init during your summer trip, may tubig ka sa tabi mo. Second is, of course, my swimwear. Kahit saan ako magpunta, basta alam kong it's a summer trip, kailangan talaga meron akong swimwear. And I usually use rash guards. This is to put like an extra protection under the sun because I like being under the sun, but I don't actually like getting sunburned. So I use rash guards for all of my swimming sessions during summer. And then the next summer essential is a summer cap. As you can see, it's all floral. It's also summery and bright. So I wear my summer caps. Like, for example, we are on a walking tour. Yes, walking tour. We are on a walking tour. I usually wear a cap. This is just to keep my head cool as we do the walking tour, because it's important for us to still protect and give ourselves some shade during the tour. So a cap would do. If you're too lazy, like me, I'm too lazy to bring an umbrella. So I just use a cap. So the next summer essential that I will be sharing to you guys is the very important essential that you should have, okay? So this is like the main essential that should not be forgotten. I tell you. You're not supposed to forget this, okay? So this is actually a sunblock. You have to use a sunblock for your summer trip. So this is a sunblock, and of course you have to protect yourself from the extreme radiations or the extreme rays of the sun. So you have to apply this from time to time, just to protect your skin as well as to prevent your skin from drying out because of the intense summer heat. And of course, the next summer essential is a camera. So I bring with me my camera just because I want to take photos of the scenery, of the food, and of course the people. So if I go on a trip with my family or with my friends, I take photos of my summer trip, and of course I try to make it Instagrammable as possible. So it should be IG worthy. So I take photos of the summer OOTDs, I take photos of the food that I eat or the sceneries that I was able to see. So the camera is very important. And of course, don't forget to bring your extra battery packs, because you don't get to have the luxury of charging your devices or your gadgets, especially if you're going on a isolated island or wherever. And lastly, this is the most unique essential that you might hear. But for me, as a woman, it might be just one of the common essentials that a woman should have. So, of course, summer, you would want to swim even on your red days. So, I bring with me a box of my tampons. So, tampons are really, really easy and convenient to use if you plan on swimming. So this is way better than regular napkins, by the way. So I usually have this as my essential because you'll never know when your monthly visitor decided to pay a visit. So that actually sums up my summer essentials. How about you? What are your summer essentials? Got one that you'd like to share to us? If so, you can share it below. You can comment it down below.
And we are back. Hello. So we are down to the last segment of the show where we answer some of your questions. And just to break the ice, I have a question for the both of our guests. So we just pulling back the curtain here. We are all DDI officers here right now. Na timing lang jud siya. It's na timing lang na kayo yung na-invite ko. So how are you as an officer helping our friends of DDI become better creators?
Okay,
Anyone can go.
We as officers, as a group, we do meet every so often to create ways, any workshops, and we work on workshops as well to help hone the skills of our content creators. And of course, meeting like-minded people and individuals also help hone our skills, then share interests and share tips on how to upgrade our content creation.
Ikaw, Doris.
Yes, since I am now the new learning officer, so we are planning to have more workshops. I actually have a lot in mind, like what kind of workshops, but of course we have to check on that with the other members or what kind of topics that they would like to have in our workshops. But of course, we are always open for the ideas. And yeah, I really wanted to have, since like we're starting to go back to normal again, because last time we cannot have like the face-to-face workshop because of the pandemic, and now we are slowly going back to normal. I hope we can have a face-to-face workshop again, and yeah, we will be learning a lot of new things like editing or how to start vlogging. And yeah, because as ourselves, like even the members still have things that we want to learn more. Because me myself, I still wanted to learn about editing because I'm just using the basic editing tool, like editing software. So I really wanted to learn more about that, Drew. So like, yeah, just uplifting other members also to create more and to encourage more to like upload videos consistently. Well, yeah, I mean, I just got back again. Like I'm just consistently uploading again. And yeah, I hope everyone will be active again. But anyway, for those who are not yet members of DDI and who are also active in video blogging and vlogging, you are very welcome to join in our organization. And yeah, you can send in your application. We will check on that, and you can just send on our Facebook messenger. Yeah, so yeah,
Doris,
you can be part of us.
Doris, thank you for doing my job for me. You made it easier. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Drew.
So kanina, Sophia asked, what if you have content that's different from your niche? Would you still post this on your blog/vlog? Now, this was a question raised last time, and I guess we want your insights on this. What can you guys say about that?
I personally, because my niche is mostly lifestyle, so I can basically, technically post about anything naman din. So, usually I'm very open to it. However, when it veers towards something that I'm not supportive of, then I take that into consideration. If it's something that interests me lang talaga, yun lang talaga yung, that's what I prefer to post.
Ikaw, Doris.
Yeah, I do
Same.
agree with Gail. Kasi, you know, in my YouTube banner, it still states there beauty, travel, and lifestyle. But now I'm starting to transition into motherhood. So I start uploading videos already about motherhood. And yeah, anyway, on YouTube, you can put down playlists, what kind of videos
You
you
can
are.
curate the content.
Yeah. Yes, that's
So,
right. So you can
uh
organize.
So Ade asks, how do you manage your editing schedule? When can you say you have edited enough? Kasi sometimes editing can be an endless pit of revisions.
Is that for blogging or vlogging or
Yeah,
both?
I guess for both.
For both.
Diba, like when you make your blog, you make a lot of drafts, and then you end up like just
Not.
re-editing and re-editing, diba? Same with video, you keep making drafts and then you just end up editing and editing and editing and editing. So, how do you manage your schedule with that?
I okay, you go ahead, Doris.
Okay. Thanks, Gail. Yeah. I mean, actually, I also have a lot of piled up contents, Drew. Mostly DIY siya. But, you know, now I'm a full-time mom, so I really try to edit as much as possible. If I really have free time, I try to edit. And recently, I've been uploading once a week. I have it scheduled. So once a week, if I cannot make it 1 week, so like twice a week. No, I mean every 2 weeks. Once every 2 weeks. Once a week or once every 2 weeks. Basta
Okay.
yan yung parang ano ko, parang
Yan yung
timeline ko.
schedule. Ikaw,
Yeah.
Gail.
I personally plan my articles. Like for example, I get an idea or if I want to post something, I just decided like on the same day. Like dire-diretso na siya. So I edit it on the same day and then try to post it maybe within the next day or so. Kasi when I'm like in the mood to write, tuloy-tuloy siya. So sometimes hindi lang one blog post yung na gagawa ko, and then I just schedule in terms of posting depending on the day na lang.
Your best friend talaga no is schedule, because I do that. I do the same thing with my vlogs, with my posts. It's all scheduled. For me naman, I guess I can add to this rin. My editing schedule is I will always prioritize the video that's coming out next, and then I usually set a day for that, and I have to accept that no matter how many times I will edit a video, I will edit a post, it will never be perfect. Kasi that is the problem we have, that is the problem that we face as creators. We are perfectionists. So we end up
Yes.
thinking that it's never good enough when in reality it is right just the way it is. And siguro, you take that into account. Siguro if you feel like it's still not perfect, you think about how can you make it perfect for the next time you do it again. So, ang pinaka-importante is you keep making content. Don't stop. Because like you can easily get overwhelmed. You keep
Yes.
producing content, you can't edit them because you feel like, oh, this video is not perfect enough, so I have to keep editing it, and then you get overwhelmed with the amount that you have to edit, and then you just stop. Diba? Like that's a big problem for us creators. So yeah, really accepting na it's not perfect and just learning from what you can. Okay.
Yes.
KD asks, what resources do you recommend to learn content creation, like photo, video editing, writing? So like what resources, I guess they're asking where is a good place to learn content creation?
Hi Kay. I learned through YouTube also. So I think there are a lot of you can learn through videos. Also, I forgot. I think Skillshare. Yeah, there. Skillshare is a good resource to learn about different skills, blogging, painting, um, vlogging. Also, video editing is all on Skillshare.
Yeah, that's right. I agree with Gail because in my case, I also do the same. So whenever I try to upload the content, let's say, for example, the DIY, to be honest, Drew, I also search it on YouTube as well. Like, because it's not easy to like organize thoughts easily. Like, how am I gonna start this? Like, paano ko siya isa-start? Anong gagawin ko at first to do the video? So you get ideas as well from other videos. Let's be honest. I think like a lot of content creators also do the same. And of course, if you are very creative, that's very nice. And yeah, ganun lang. And when it comes to like resources, if you are trying to say like the editing, or maybe you are asking for the editing tool, with mine, it's just the basic. I'm using the Wondershare because I do more on sit-down video. So yeah, basic lang na edit yung ginagawa ko every time I edit the videos. And even though it's very basic, it takes time for me. As what Andrew said, it's not perfect. It's not gonna be perfect. Kasi ang hirap, we wanted our content to be perfect, pero when you already, how do you call this one? Pag nakikita mo na yung like full video, sometimes you still see like,
Yeah,
even
it's
though it's a
never
very,
enough.
yeah,
No matter how good it is na already, you always feel like it's never good enough.
yeah, so yeah, that's why.
So, for me, where I learn stuff, yeah, as Gail said, Skillshare, YouTube, a lot of those are very good places to learn. Um, YouTube is more free than Skillshare because if you want like the premium lessons, you have to pay for it in Skillshare. But a lot of the good tutorials, how to build your own WordPress website, it's in YouTube already. You can just view it.
Yes.
Trust me, I viewed one kanina. And siguro never underestimate the power of asking
Exactly.
other people. People
Yes.
in the same community as you, people who are content creators like you. So you can always learn a thing or two from them. And us creators naman, we are not stingy with what we learn. We will share. We will share. That's why we have this show. Because we're not
That's why
stingy
we
Yes.
with
have
our
DDI.
yes,
Diba?
that's why we also
So
have
join
DDI.
DDI.
That's true. That's true. So enough advertising DDI. Somebody asks, what is your process for creating content?
It all starts with what you're interested in, or usually it's either what I'm interested in or what's on trend or what is relevant at the moment, because I think that's what draws people in, diba? Kung ano yung relevant at the time will always garner more interest. So that's a good place to start, and then you can figure out your ideas on how to talk about that certain topic, and then eventually it will all fall into place in terms of the content.
Also, like making it your own. Parang how
Yeah.
can you make? Kasi a lot of people can cover the same topic, but how can
Yes,
you
that's
make
true.
the thing your own? So yeah,
What's
you also
your
have to
take
think
on
about
it?
those things. Especially when creating content. Ikaw, Doris, what's your process ba?
Well, I just try to like film what's available. I mean, as I mentioned to you earlier, Drew, that we are new in our house. So I already filmed a lot of content which is more on DIY. So yeah, so what's available actually in like my everyday lifestyle, and yeah, I wanted to share that to the others, most especially for those who are just starting their family. Because I really have a lot in mind. And you can also check on my YouTube channel. I have this content, which really had a lot of views about my motherhood journey on cesarean section recovery. So yeah, parang naisip ko lang siya bigla, like why not try to film this and upload it? And I did not expect that to like have a lot of views. So yeah, I really have a lot in mind, like what contents to produce,
Mm-mm.
and yeah, kung what's available. Yeah,
Oo.
what's available na pwede ko siyang gawin, and most especially if I can just do the sit down video, like informative videos, then yeah,
Be
I try to
inspired
do
with
that.
everything around you, basically. Ganon.
Yes.
So
Mm-mm.
Alfred asks how to prolong your effectivity as a content creator.
What an interesting question.
No?
Uh,
So deep.
it makes you reflect then. I think it has a lot to do with how passionate you are about your niche, how updated you are with trends and what your interest is. And again, it all comes down to what's relevant at the moment, and also what whether or not your content has continuity. I think parang kailangan although you talk about relevance, it should also stand the test of time. Like
Mm-mm.
it it should be relatable, I think. So yeah, I think that's it.
Ah.
How you influence. Syempre, it has a lot to do with how you impact people or how your content impacts people.
Ikaw, Doris.
You know, making contents recently, Drew, you can earn money.
Uh-uh.
Like even on YouTube, on Facebook, it's monetized already, or you can be monetized
Uh-uh.
producing videos. So as long as you create contents, and I think you are motivated to create more because of the money. I mean, because of the like monetization that you get from the videos that you upload. As long as you get views, as long as you get good contents uploaded on your platforms, you get the money. I think it gives you drive to create more. So as
As
long as
they
there's the
say,
money.
as they say, money is the greatest motivator.
Yeah,
Char,
that's right.
Char. For
Practical.
me naman is how do you stay effective as a content creator?
Mm.
Basically, adapting to the different landscape that is forming in in the online world. Kasi the more it vlogging before was so different, it's so different to vlogging now. Blogging
Yes.
before is so
Yes.
different from before to now. So,
Mhm.
uh, trying to stay relevant by adapting to the changes and never stop learning. Never think na you are
It's
at the top of your game. Kasi the moment you think you
Yes.
are at the top, that is the moment you will be going down. So always continue to learn, continue to value your craft and continue to value your audience, continue to value your community. Don't take them for granted kasi they are the ones that will stay with you the longest.
That's
Okay.
right.
Very true.
Um uh looking through um and who is this person who asked this last question? We actually have one more question. See Boy Pimple. How would you know what niche or content is good for you? This is our last
Something
question for the night. Uh-uh.
and the your niche would probably be what you're most knowledgeable about, what
Mm-mm.
you're very interested in, and what you're passionate about. So it has a lot to do with what you're willing to put out there. You
Mm-mm.
should be interested in what you're putting out. Hindi pwede yung just because it's on trend, that's your
Yes.
niche already. So you have to make it sustainable for yourself and for your audience as well.
Mm-mm. True. Ikaw, Doris.
That's right. Yeah, same as Gail. So what's interested, I mean, what interest you have? So just like me, I like beauty. I like makeup before, even up
Mm-mm.
to now. So I create beauty videos. And I also like to travel. So whenever I go on a trip, so I try to vlog and yeah, anything under the sun. So what what's the thing that interests you most? Or yeah, don't just vlog what's the on the trend kasi minsan nawawala din sila sa uso. So you will be having a hard time to think what kind of content next to create.
Mm-mm. So,
Yeah.
yeah, doing what interests you the most because trends come and go. For me, always knowing, kasi you don't have to be very, I would like to add to what Gail said na, you don't have to be super knowledgeable in your niche because you can also make that your thing. Your journey to learning
Yes.
how to do this, how to do that. That's why a lot of DIY people are good at what they do because people relate to those creators na, oh, you also don't know how to saw wood, so
Let
I
me do
relate
it.
to you.
Yeah.
And you did it successfully, so I can do it too. So yun, you basically, as long as you're truly interested in the topic, you are that is
That's
your
pretty
niche.
much your niche.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
And you're comfortable with sharing it, ha? Kasi there are some interests that we are not comfortable
Yes.
with sharing. So as long as you're comfortable with sharing and it is your it is your interest, that can be your niche. Okay. Thank you so much, Gail and Doris. If people want to follow you guys, where can they follow you? So let's start with Doris this time. Where can people follow you?
Yes, you can follow me on my YouTube. I upload there once a week, and it's on the Doors Fallac. Actually, it's my name and my last name before when I'm still single. And then you can also follow me on my Instagram. So the same, the Doors Fallac, or you can just search Doors Talia Gallego.
Mm-mm.
So also in Facebook. And yeah, they can follow me on my social media accounts.
Gail?
So you guys can follow me on Facebook, my Facebook page, and my Instagram page or Instagram is Daily Gaelley, and you can also follow my blog. It's Gaelley with three Y's at the end .wordpress.com, which I will soon upgrade now. So
Upgrade na. Come join the club. Let's all be struggling website producers. Website, ano ba
let's
tawag
struggle
dyan?
together.
Let's grow together. For me naman, you can follow me on all socials at the Andrew Tops. Yeah, so if you want to watch this episode outside of FB, you can watch it on our YouTube page where it will be uploaded. Um, if you are looking to join a community and and you live in the Davao region, we want you to shoot us a message on our Facebook page, and get in touch with us. Then we'll take it from there. Okay. So thank you so much, Gail and Doors. Thank you for
Thank you,
being on the
Drew.
show. Once again, my name is Andrew. I have been your host for today. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you on the next episode of DDI Talks, the monthly show, the monthly conversation where we uplift content creators like me, like you, like us. Bye.